Hi there, I'm Nachi Sinha, back with another video on codependent relationships. This is the third in that series. In my previous videos, I discussed the signs of codependent relationships, how to fix such relationships. Today, we are going to talk about the underlying causes that result in codependency. So here we go. Codependent nature doesn't, sort of randomly occur in adulthood. In fact, such tendencies stem from childhood experiences. Like many traits and qualities deeply linked with our childhood, codependent tendencies are also connected with how our childhood was. So one of the first major causes of codependent relationship is, number one, overprotective parents. Overprotective parents. Wow, who would have thought? Now, it is natural for parents to protect the children from getting hurt or exposing them to anything that can harm them. And that's perfectly fine, understandable. The problem arises when parents become extra protective of the children. The overprotective nature of the parent impedes the growth of the child's confidence. They're afraid to try new things or face challenges, as the parents have always protected them throughout childhood. So the overprotectiveness of a parent conditions the child to always rely on someone else that's outside of them to feel safe and to, do basic things for them. Being overprotective about kids is not healthy parenting. So let your child explore and learn on their own for a little. The effects of overprotectiveness can be seen in children when they are toddlers. Children with overprotective parents have trouble doing the smallest tasks, such as opening their snack boxes, wearing shoes, or hanging their bags. They require constant support from the facilitator for these basic tasks and also seem to require constant encouragement. And number two, underprotective parents. Well, children require proper care, love, and attention during their developing years. It helps them to become more confident and to learn skills under their parents' supervision. However, when parents don't spend enough time with the children or neglect them, the child becomes responsible for themselves at a very early age. So suppose the parents had a rage, if anger outbursts, or let's say they had a substance abuse problem. In situations like that, the child is often burdened with the responsibility of taking care of the siblings or even the parents. So the child becomes the parent. Now, being responsible for others at a very young age forces the person to think about others' needs before theirs. As a result, in adulthood, they always look for people around them and help them, even when they don't need help. They validate themselves by helping others and trying to change them for the better. Interesting, isn't it? Number three, unhealthy households. The environment where we grow up and spend most of our time plays a critical role in our personality development. Now, suppose a person was raised or sort of, lives in an abusive household where they don't get much attention or appreciation. In that case, they crave emotional support from other people. So they will depend on their partner, friends, or even siblings to care for their needs, which are emotional in nature, or to regard, their feelings. The person will constantly require someone else to look out for them because they lack the proper love and protection from their own household. Now, people raised in toxic households also have the tendency to become caretakers. When they observe their family members deprived of prompt help and support, they make it their endeavor to be always available for others around them. So they feel validated when others need them, and helping them in whatever way was possible makes them feel content. They like it when people count on them for every small need of theirs. They do not realize that their urge to help others often leads them towards manipulation and neglecting their own needs. People around them often take unfair advantage of them and use them for their own needs. Number 4, hypocritical self-worth. Being extremely critical about yourself makes you, struggle with confidence and tarnishes your self-esteem. A person becomes highly critical of themselves because of multiple factors. The constant nagging and scolding of parents or teachers can break their confidence and make them feel inferior to others. Severe cases of bullying and harassment also lead to low self-esteem and self-blaming. The person evaluates every bad thing that has happened to them and holds themselves responsible for that. They become adamant that they're not good enough for people to love or to appreciate them. Consequently, when they enter a relationship, they cling to their partner for everything that they possibly can get. They love it when their partner takes care of them. Hence, they become dependent on their partner and become anxious when their partner isn't around. They become excessively afraid of losing them. There's a codependent disconnect with their friends and family to enjoy their time with the partner. And they also expect their partners to devote all the time to them, which of course is unhealthy for any relationship. Number 5, the urge to control everything and everyone. Now, the caretaking or over-responsible partner in a codependent relationship desires to change the person for a certain outcome. So let's say, for example, Leah is a responsible wife and, she prefers to sleep early. Her husband, John, is a night owl, so Leah wants to change John and make him sleep early at night. So he wakes up fresh and next morning and gets on with his day. So she fears that if John doesn't sleep early, he'll be late for work, which can put his job in danger. So the urge to control the event makes the person extra responsible for their partner. The person will keep constant tabs on their partner to ensure that they don't do anything wrong that can result in some negative event to happen in their lives. Number 6, underlying guilt. Being regretful about past events or blaming oneself for not doing enough in the past makes the person extra responsible for others around them. For instance, let's say a girl child always witnessed her mother as a victim of domestic abuse or domestic violence, and her mother sustained severe injuries, due to it. Now, when the girl enters adulthood, she feels guilty for not saving her mother, for doing, nothing or not being able to do anything to protect her. As a result of this guilt, she will be quick to help everyone around her so that they don't have to suffer. People trapped in the vicious cycle of guilt and self-blaming often soothe themselves by being there for others. They delude themselves into thinking that helping others is their way of redemption for their past mistakes, which we know, of course, is not true. I mean, carrying guilt from the past doesn't make any sense, of course. Number 7, trust issues. A caretaking person in the relationship believes that the partner is incapable of caring for themselves. They don't trust the partner enough to make the right decisions. So they feel the need to decide everything for their partner to take care of their needs. The lack of trust in others compels the person to take all the responsibility on their own. And this makes the other partner entirely dependent upon them. And in the process, the caretaker's own needs are neglected. Trust is the foundation of every relationship, especially romantic ones, and both partners should trust each other and should make decisions after mutual discussion. Now, each partner has a right to decide for themselves. Codependency in relationship is often tied to childhood experiences and a person's relationship with their parents or, peers around them. Now, codependency also results from bitterness, and experiences of that kind. For example, bullying, abuse, and lack of appreciation from guardians, teachers, or past partners. And people who have codependency tendencies can fix it. They can recognize the patterns and things that trigger them to become extra responsible for partners. Moreover, proper discussion with a mental health professional goes a long way. I hope this video made sense to you, and if it did, and if you think there is somebody that that could be helped from it, please do share it. I will see you again in the next video in the same series of codependent relationships. In the meantime, though, if you find that there are things that bother you and you need help with, reach out. Help does make a difference. See you in the next video. Take care, look after yourself, and bye-bye.